Negotiable. Look, Traveler, an urgent hiring notice, and they're paying top Mora, too! You're right, it is strange. Do you think something happened to Genshin? Because that guy barely lets anyone ever set foot in his kitchen. Doesn't exactly seem like the type to hire help. The notice says interested parties should go upstairs and talk to the innkeeper Huayan. Should we go and see what's up? Yeah, and we can ask about the pay while we're at it.
Boss, there's really no need.
Perhaps not, but continuing to work will only hinder your recovery. You need to rest for a few days.
Huayan! Yancha!
Oh? Traveler and
we decided to come check up.
I knew we shouldn't have posted that note.
How kind of you.
Oh, all right. Well, you know what they say. Play with fire long enough and you're bound to get burned. Even the best chefs slip up sometimes. Anyway, it's...
Now. I don't want you pushing yourself. You'll only make it worse. And then you'll be looking at more...
But the lantern writes... plus...
Listen to you. But he's not wrong.
I don't mean to boast.
Do we know... Oh, of course!
Oh, right.
What?
Well, since it's you...
What do you think, Traveler? Should we do it?
I did say that, didn't I?
I should warn you.
Oh, so he's not...
I believe there's some spare kitchenware here at the inn.
Of course. Whew. All done. Come, take a look. This was made with your measurements. It's nothing.
You really went to all the trouble of building a new stovetop? What was wrong with the original?
No, it's nothing like that. As boss always says, hire who... Anyway, having the right equipment is a big part of that. Sometimes cooking is all about being well prepared. That's how you ensure speed.
Okay, and what about precision?
Precision all comes down to using your eyes. Where to slice into a particular cut of meat, how much oil to use. When you cook for yourself, you can always add...
Worst case scenario, Paimon can deal with any subpart...
The final thing you have to focus on, you have to cater to... Don't worry. Matter of fact, someone as well-traveled as you may even have a better handle on it than me. And of course, I'll be a... There's no time to lose, so let's get started.
Oh, Paimon's memory... Which ticket are we on again? Table 1 was... Was Paimon just sleep floating? We didn't even get...
No, but this is peak season. You both did a mighty fine job for your first time, sir. Luckily, all our customers...
No strange request?
It's a wide... Also, the thing about requests is that they're usually very...
Excuse me. Are you still...
Paimon...
What should we do? It doesn't look like anyone's here.
It's all right. If we start building a campfire now, we'll be eating before too long.
Right. Besides, if anyone's to blame, it's Linny.
Linny, Lynette, Fremine, it is you!
Paimon? So, is the Traveler here?
Traveler, Paimon! What a nice surprise!
Paimon was gonna say the same thing! We're just lending a helping hand. Anyway, so that's how we ended up here. But what about you guys? Don't tell it.
No, quite the opposite, actually. We're in Liyue on vacation, and while we're...
Father said we deserve some rest after everything that happened recently. Otherwise, it could jeopardize our...
It's not every day we get this kind of opportunity. Linny thought it might be fun to spend some time in Liyue, especially...
We could hardly pass up the opportunity to watch a Liyue-style magic show. Oh,
In our time here, we've seen conjuring...
so we decided to stay here for a few more days to... We visited Granny Roshin in Chingsa village not long ago, and today we continue...
In the end, though, we lost track of time. We haven't...
And speaking of eating, as you know, seafood is a big part of both Liyue and Fontaine. We simply had to try some locals.
Oh, need any recommendations? What?
That fish one with the misleading name. Sounds...
Oh, you mean blackback perch soup? You're right.
It looked and smelled so appetizing that...
Luckily that...
What? Aren't you guys hungry too?
Yes, I'm... Good question. I doubt we'll be able to decipher the menu, so why don't you recommend...
One more thing.
Fontaine, huh? No wonder they can't handle too much spice. Still, if we make the food too bland, they might as well be eating back home. There's this crab and shrimp stir-fry I know that could work. It's quite heavily seasoned, but it's a lot milder than it looks.
Ooh, that sounds perfect.
Well, this is where it gets interesting. They call it the Palace Jewels. The crab roe is supposed to look like pearls of gold, and here's the recipe. When you're ready, go ahead.
Yes. We meant to say, you two must be tired after a long...
Oh, now that you mention it, Paimon is a little hungry. Well, if you insist, then who are we to refuse? Oh, right, of course. You're still our...
The sauce looks a little.
According to Liyue custom...
Looks delicious, traveler. I guess I'll
What is it? Do you need some water?
No. It's delicious. The flavor is so pure. It's drenched in sauce, but somehow it just enhances the natural flavor.
What is that? Crab roe?
Yep, you have quite the palate, Lynette.
No wonder it pairs so well with the shrimp meat. I've never seen it prepared this way before.
According to the creator, chewy crab complements succulent shrimp, making a spectacular seafood ensemble with a succulent flavor and luscious mouthfeel. The crab roe glitters like pearls of gold, and the shrimp shines like chunks of jade. Hence its name, the Palace Jewels.
So that's where the name comes from.
Was Paimon always this well-spoken?
This dish must be right up your alley, Lynette. Huh?
It's half gone already? When did that happen?
I heard that in Liyue. The biggest compliment you can pay to the chef is to leave a clean plate. It's delicious. Thank you ever so much.
Wait, don't fight over it!
Lynette's not usually so forthcoming about what she likes. But this time... the next time our paths cross in Fontaine, you'll have to fire up your cooking skill. Oh, yeah?
I think... yeah. Well, Linny and Lynette picked it up in no time. Oh, speaking of chopsticks, in one of the shows we've seen here...
That's where you're from. Calorie surplus detected. Digestion mode engaged. Yeah. Well, Linny and I are usually careful about what we eat, because we have to stay in performance shape. But once in a while, it's nice to treat yourself in the company. Besides, if I'd waited until my brothers were finished trying to out-polite each other, the food would have...
So your friends like the dish, huh? Well done. There'll be more to come, so keep it up. Morning. The boss tells me that both new and returning customers have... I have to admit, I was a little worried about throwing you right into the deep end. So it should be plain sailing. Well, just as long as we don't run into...
Oh, have you...
Of course! The worst are those old scholars who have barely cooked a day in their life, but think reading a stack of books on the topic makes them the expert. They criticize you for no reason, claiming your cooking method isn't faithful to the original, or that the...
This is Wang Shuin. It does have the look and feel of a time-honored establishment. Oh, innkeeper! We'll have each of your signature dishes, please, as fast as you can serve them. The most expensive ones.
Farzan! Oops, Madam
Oh my! Traveler, Paimon, whatever are you doing?
We could ask you the same thing! Where'd you suddenly get the funds to go sightseeing? And to order the most expensive things on the menu?
I'm not here to sightsee. Exemplary scholars like myself are highly sought after by cruise operators.
Madam Farzan, please, slow down. None of us slept last night.
It's all my fault. She's been like this ever since I told her I'd be paying the expenses.
Layla! And Dory? Huh. Never...
Temporary chef, huh? Wow. No rest for... Well, if the chef here is trusting you to run his whole kitchen, then I've got no doubt we're in for some authentic Liyue specialties.
So, why are you all in Liyue again? Something...
I got my hands on a new boat from Fontaine a while ago, equipped with cutting-edge navigation technology. If we manage to spread the word, it could have huge... Right now, we're doing some test runs. We sailed from Port Ormos to Rito, then from...
Madam Farzan and me were hired to fine-tune the compass and other equipment. We sailed around the sea...
overtime for which they'll both be fairly compensated. They're both here willingly. The contract is crystal clear on that.
You really cover all your bases, don't you? Let Paimon guess. Paying the...
It's not every day someone tells you to order whatever you like.
Farzan, Madam Farzan, that is. While I am more than happy to treat you both to the most I've heard that the most expensive dishes in Liyue are usually either seafood-based or... Now, I don't know about you two, but after so many days at sea, I don't think...
That's actually a good point.
Not to mention that poor Layla here looks like she's about to faint from... Surely the wise and virtuous Madame Farzan could not bear to watch her poor...
Oh, well, of course I care about my students' well-being, but... Why do we...
So, let's not order anything that'll take too... No seafood and nothing that takes too long to cook.
I had my eye on a duck.
Aw, Madame Farzan looks so deflated all of a sudden. Please still try to choose dishes on the expensive side.
So, expensive, but no seafood, and nothing that takes too long to cook. That rules out pretty much our entire menu.
That Dory! Is she doing this on purpose?
This isn't Lioli Pavilion or Xinhua Kiosk. This is Wangshu Inn. We don't stock up on rare and exotic ingredients. We only get them in if someone puts in a... Well, if we're stuck with regular ingredients and we're on a time limit, there's only one way to bump up the price. And that's by cooking a dish that uses the chef's expertise and creativity to the fullest. As it happens, I know a recipe for something called trembling strings and rushing reeds. It can be whipped up quickly with what we already have in the kitchen.
30,000? But if it's quick to make and isn't fancy, what exactly?
Quick doesn't have to mean quick and easy. To perfect this dish, you need expert knife. You have to finely slice several different types of meat. This dish is unique in offering a harm. Do it right, and you've got a culinary masterpiece in your hand.
Oh, Paimon gets it now!
Now, don't worry. I can take care of the kneading and other prep work for...
Believe in yourself. You can do this! And if you mess it up, Paimon will... Food's ready. Please enjoy.
Ooh, smells delightful. Oh, we meant to ask, have you two eaten
Did Dory just offer us a
Let's not forget that the biggest business deals are always settled over a meal. Come on, come on, come on. Sit down and join us. This dish looks simple enough. And I did my research, so surely it can't cost all that much.
This dish had better be worth working overtime all night for. Well, traveler, this is the moment of truth.
Oh, so tired. So sleep. Is this foul? Oh, wait. No, the texture is more like...
There's a different flavor in every bite. And the discerning palate might detect a hint of something smoked, too. Ham? But I don't see any ham anywhere.
Ha-ha! So you've noticed. Yep, every single strip is kneaded from several different kinds of meat. So I'm not an expert or anything, but don't different meats have different cooking time? Well, you see,
Wow. So this dish really is one of a kind. That makes the whole trip worth it.
Paimon forgot to mention that part. The dish is called Trembling Strings and
The complex layers of flavor, yes? Like the name, if I'm not mistaken, is every student has to master at least 20 languages before they graduate. Wait, is that not a requirement anymore?
Huh? Oh, Paimon almost forgot that you're also from Haravatat.
So, anyway.
Oh, don't worry, not too much. That'll be 30,000 more, please and thank you.
30,000? About that, Paimon, traveler, I merely invited you to join us at the table, did I not? So, perhaps we could split.
Oh, Paimon knew it was too good to be true. Hey, there's no need to...
20% off of 30,000? All right. I'll just consider that. Once I'm back in Sumeru, I'll be sure to find someone to help me
I feel so much better now that I've gotten some... my advisor said that young people shouldn't stay cooped up in the academia all the time. They told me that I should take the chance to get out and... maybe I...
Now, how should I justify a high price tag for a dish without any fancy ingredients? Everyone was exhausted and seasick when I tried placing some limitations on the order to...
Hey, you're not even paying those too much of a salary. Just treat them fair.
Even though I didn't get to try Adeptus Temptation or Bamboo Shoot Soup, this Trembling Strings and well, about that. Even though newfangled contraptions are hardly my cup of tea, she said that every time we stopped at a new harbor, I'd be free to go and pick out some ancient books at the market and bring them back to Sumeru. I couldn't resist an offer like that. So I offered to join for the lowest
We're off to a good start this morning. Keep up the good work. Morning! Time to fire up the stove for another day of customers. Great work! Well, you're looking more like a head.
Wait, no! Every time you say something.
Hey, that's not true.
Dude, what up, bro? I didn't know you were in Liyue too. It's always nice to run into a Brody and a Zoomin fellow.
Almost. I think you meant
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, we gotta look out for each other when we're this far from home. Don't we, Ayato?
Oh, Blue Checker! What are you...
Huh? Oh, hey, Flying Lavender Melon! Of the sky-cleaving white iron variety. And my
Didn't you say you were gonna knuckle down and earn some more when you got home? How come you're back in Liyue?
That could wait. As soon as I announce that Arataki Ito is available for hire, they'll be throwing Mora at me. Right now, I got a more urgent situation to attend to. Oh, and while we're here, we were gonna also see if Grandmaster Hanakado's okay and whatnot.
Not too long ago, I heard a rumor that someone was hosting an Onikabuto fighting contest in Liyue.
What? You missed it? Aw, man, what a...
Quite the bummer, indeed. Though all is not lost.
Sure thing, my man. But let's catch up over some food, huh? Where's the chef, anyway? Hey, get the chef out here. Yeah, sure.
Wow, Blue Checker set up that one for us really nicely. Gotta give him some credit for that.
Good one, compadre.
So, may I take your order? If you're entertaining guests, I can recommend
boss. Don't forget the bud.
Yeah, okay.
down to earth. Oh, well, we do a mean humbly enough. Real hearty dish with a ton of flavor, and we don't skimp on the
Humbly enough, huh? Oh, sounds like my kind of grub. We'll take that.
Excellent choice, Ito. I'm no fan of culinary ostentation either. Sometimes a bro just knows,
A bro just knows. Yes, a bro just knows. Bros don't suppose.
Is this for real? Ah, whatever. Paimon's leaving you guys.
Seriously, if I'd blinked, I would have missed it. Crimson Staff just launched itself at Bloom Pruner and sent it flying.
I'd expect no less of the bona fide Beetle Battle King himself.
The air was getting stifling, so I made some excuses and slipped away. Anyway.
Gotta say, your friend's quite a character. Still, humbly enough isn't that hard to make, so I don't think we'll have any problem.
Actually, why is it called humbly enough anyway? A hearty meat dish is a good start, but in Paimon's
I said it was hearty, but I never said it contained meat. Don't be fooled by the appearance.
Wait, tofu's made of beans, isn't it? Oh, Bullchucker can't eat that. Guess we should get them to pick some.
What's the issue? I think I caught the word tofu.
Wait, what are you doing? The kitchen is staff members only.
No one gets my bro Ayato like I do. I hereby declare that, Hey, where's our food at? Hurry up, I'm almost done recounting the
As you can see, changing...
Oh, brother, his whole ego is riding on this, huh? Even if we break the news to him, he'd probably rather eat the...
Sounds good. I'll make sure he fills up on those. We'll just have to play the rest...
Oh, so this is humbly enough. You guys, come on, compadre, grab a seat. We're all friends here, so don't hold back. I'm just gonna dig right in.
Boss, we should respect the local customs. Here in Liyue, it's polite to...
Polite? Shinobu, I thought old-timey traditions weren't your style. Huh? Are you kidding me, compadre? Oh, wait, Finally, it's my turn. Woo-hoo! I spy a...
Wait! Don't.
Huh? Wait, what is it now?
Okay, here goes.
Origin story? Dude, who cares where it came from?
Skipping the origin story is like traveling without a tour guide.
Paimon makes an astute observation.
My compadre's goodwill, huh? Oh, can't have that going to waste.
That's more like it. Let's start.
Now's our chance, traveler.
Man, the tale of Dihua Marsh hits hard. People in the past...
Darn, there's no sad way to tofu from here. How did we get so off topic?
Oh, compadre! Shinobu! Have you been eating this? That's it, I'm done waiting. It's my turn to eat.
Wait, boss, that's me.
One moment, Ito. I left home in a hurry and was unable to bring any of my family with me. They've all heard so much about you and are huge admirers of the Arataki gang, so they will be However, if you were willing to let me bring the remaining portion of Humbly Enough back to them...
Boss, you gotta do right by your friends. They're pretty big on that in Liyue. Besides, you did eat quite a lot of... including mine and...
Huh? Oh, those were for you guys? Ah, dang it! I got too In that case, pass my regards to your fam, bro. El Chefe!
Count Crushmore. Instant kill. I never knew there were so many elite beetle fighters in Liyue. Can you imagine? That would be tardiness of the most unfashionable variety. No, in truth, this trip, every visitor has their own agenda. For some, the festivities are all the more reason to visit. In any case, one way or another, I seem to have ended up in the right place at the right time. Now, as for the leftover...
I have to get back to the docks as soon as this meal is done. Well,
I can explain. Boss recently found work as a sailor, which allowed him to hitch a ride here. After the ship docked, he had some free time to do as he pleases. He's been using that time to hang out with Grandmaster Hanakato.
just because he's here already! No other...
Looks like that's all sorted. All right.
Healthiest drink is tea.
How time flies. My burn, you've really gone above and beyond these.
Why does Paimon feel... We made it all the way to the evening. We've come a long way since our first day on the job, haven't we? Yeah, but who would come by this late in the evening? Actually, now that Paimon thinks of it, Lenny and his siblings came around about this time the first day.
Traveler? Paimon? Fancy seeing you two here.
Amber? And Eula and Mika, too! Are you here for dinner? Why is it...
We just finished an escort mission for a merchant caravan. The original plan was to make do with some rations for this evening and continue our trek north toward... But Captain Eula brought up the fact that none of us have eaten Liyue cuisine for quite some time.
Ooh, so this is Eula's treat, huh?
We've been eating the same rations for the entire trip, so I simply thought it was high time we had ourselves a proper meal. Good question. What should we get? Wait a sec. Where are you taking?
The traveler's been filling in for the chef here. You came at just the right time. You'll be the last customers to enjoy her cooking before.
Wow, really? Good thing Eula suggested we come here. So, what shall we get?
Anything goes. I'm just looking.
Something small, I suppose.
Wasn't it your idea to come here, though? Eesh, this is like getting blood from a stone. All right, guess it's up to...
Huh? Can I... I'm sorry. I really can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Oh, one thing. I know I said I don't mind what we have, but no alcohol, please. Neither of them can drink. It's a real pity.
I've still got some sparkling water here.
Anything goes, huh? Oh dear. This is a chef's worst nightmare. With no idea of your customers' palates, you're left. Still, now that you've worked in the kitchen for so many days, I have.
This is delicious. Perfectly seasoned.
Nothing like a piping hot meal served straight from the stove. I've missed this.
You've put the finest Favonian field rations to shame, and that's no mean feat. So, tell us,
It's called... Oh, hell, Paimon doesn't know how to explain...
Basic ingredients, simply cooked? Really? I could have sworn that you put some...
Not the finest dish in the world, but the one they need right now.
So you mean... we only think this is delicious
Perhaps the fact that the aroma of freshly cooked hot food...
Oh, kinda like the
Yeah, it's almost like we're back at Good...
But Good Hunter's in Mondstadt. Why make a...
Oh, I'm not talking about the taste. I just meant the feeling of comfort, you know?
Comfort. Coming home. Well...
So in other words, the secret...
Despite how terribly cliched that sounds, I'll admit that it holds true for this meal. Well played. Mark my words, I'll remember this recipe.
Okay, but you can't really have a recipe without a name, though, right? Have we come up with a name for... How...
The rations we brought were adapted for my signature moon pies. To come up with something even tastier, I gotta hand it still. Please do drop by and try a few Stormcrest pies now.
Sorry. I zoned out just now. Yeah, that food you cooked for us just now, it reminded me of the meals my grandfather used to make for me. He used to make Liyue dishes all the time. I'd do my outrider training with him until I'd sit there with the smell of delicious food wafting in from the kitchen. Sometimes we'd have Eula around for dinner, and even though she'd always find something to complain about, I could tell she really enjoyed the food. Your words, not...
Back when I was on the expedition with the Grand Master, under the circumstances, I could only cook some pretty crude meal. Maybe passion was the...
There you are. Thank you for all of your hard work over the past... Straight down to brass tacks.
Yay! It's like all the tiredness and...
I'm just lucky you only worked on this job for a few days. Anytime.
Great! Although, just to be on the safe side, cook carefully.